Stupid arguments. We've done this many. This is probably the one segment that we've done the most throughout
Very
our
consistent in this
podcasting career. But we haven't done it in a long time because it's not as fun when Topper's not here.
Yeah,
when it's just
you.
Eric and I. So, given the fact that we all are 90s kids, if you're not a 90s kid, sorry.
I would say most of the listeners are around our age.
Yeah.
But
not all.
From the thing. Of course, not all, Shane.
There's
of course,
not all.
nothing's never all. But most. That's why when I say the word most, I mean most. This is what I'm having to put up with, Top, without you.
Golly.
So, being 90s kids, we grew up on Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon. Topper, what did you watch more?
I was a Nick kid.
Yeah, I think we all were. I was a Nick kid.
Yeah. You don't hang out with the Cartoon Network kids.
Although, have you guys ever gone back and seen a clip from Johnny Bravo on Cartoon Network?
It's great, but man, it is dated now.
Really?
No, it's also like he's literally like taking women and I saw
Just like the Looney Tunes, the Le Pew, the skunk.
Oh yeah, you can't have
Same
that
idea.
now. You can't have that in 2021.
Pepe Le Pew.
Yeah.
Well,
I literally saw a clip recently of Johnny Bravo on Twitter, and somebody was like, this was an actual TV show? Because he was on an airplane, a stewardess walked by, and he went, hubba, hubba, and grabbed her, took her into the bathroom, and it was like, the door closed, and it was like, boom, 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 and then she walked out and was like, ah, and then he walked out and was like, ugh. No lie.
He banged her in the bathroom.
In a Cartoon Network TV show.
That's why I loved it so much. That's where a lot of my sins started.
Oh my
gosh.
goodness.
Johnny Bravo.
Seriously, it's insane. Anyways, but we're not talking about Cartoon Network. We were all Nickelodeon kids.
And you wonder why millennials are so messed up.
oh my God.
That's what we grew up watching.
Oh my goodness.
No, your parents should not have let you hang out with Cartoon Network kids.
Yeah, but our parents grew up watching even worse things, like Song of the South.
No, they didn't what?
Our grandparents.
You said our grandparents or our parents?
I said our parents originally,
Okay.
but
All right. No, they grew up watching like Welcome Back, Kotter.
hey, that's a great show.
It is a good show. All right, what's the stupid argument?
All right, stupid argument is best Nickelodeon TV show. And obviously, we are going to be referencing shows in the 90s. Mm-hmm. But I think we're
Which I imagine are still referenced and played today.
Yeah. I think people...
Right, aren't they?
I think so. And
Okay.
Paramount Plus is about to come out. I think it's going to have all Nickelodeon stuff.
Yeah. But
You
Topper,
going to get Paramount Plus?
No.
No one is.
absolutely
Not falling for these new
Absolutely
networks.
not.
It's way too much.
Way too much. They know what they should do? They should make something where you can like pay for a month, like monthly subscription, and you get every streaming thing, almost like channels.
Yeah.
And you can just scroll down and you can have it all. You can pay like $100-$200 a month, and you can have all of them, and you can just go like up and down and figure out what's going on. Some of it can be live, some of it cannot be live.
$200 a month?
Just kidding. I was explaining TV.
That's what I was about to say. I was like, why not just have cable?
That's what I was explaining, you dummy.
Anyways, so Topper, we were talking about this before we started recording, and all three of us agree that there is one show that is probably the best Nickelodeon TV show ever,
Yep.
but it was after our time.
Yep.
What show's that?
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Did you watch it?
I watched towards the tail end of my cartoon watching days. I did. Yeah.
What? Name all the characters you can.
Okay. SpongeBob, Patrick, starfish,
Yep.
Sandy, the squirrel.
Yep.
Is there more to it? Is it just Sandy, or is there something else?
Trust me, you're asking the wrong people over here.
Right.
I watched like 5
Mr. Crab,
Mr. Crab, yeah, that's where he works, right?
Plankton.
Yeah.
You're missing a key one.
Yeah, there's one I remember.
You're missing like the other, like
Starts with an S.
Oh, Squidward.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like grumpy.
yes,
Yeah.
That's all that I.
I think that's all you probably need to know.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I wouldn't have remembered the squirrel.
Yeah.
But so that's probably the best one. We're each going to give our own best one that we think's our best.
Well, that show though. Before we move on, anytime that I see a clip from SpongeBob at 33 years old, I laugh.
Yeah.
It
is
very
it
funny.
is
It
legitimately
still
fun.
holds up. It
Yeah.
does.
So Top, why don't you start us off being the guest on the episode?
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't think this comes as any surprise, but I was a Hey Arnold guy. Hey Arnold is classic for me. I think that the reason why I like Hey Arnold is because I can relate to him. Not from the football head standpoint, but
The blonde hair standpoint.
the blonde hair, the fact that he was so laid back, I like the premise of the show and how every single show had to do with like them being neighborhood kids solving a problem for one of their like squad.
Name as many Hey Arnold characters as you can.
Okay.
If it's your favorite.
Arnold, Gerald, Eugene, Helga.
Yeah, Helga.
Oh gosh, who's
Wasn't there a
the little-
dirty one?
Pigpen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Charlie.
Oh, Stoop Kid.
yeah. That's what I was thinking. Stoop Kid.
Stoop Kid.
That was a great
Lucy.
The pigeon. You know what I thought you?
Charlie Brown.
I thought you were saying I Love Lucy. I was like, okay.
Well,
You guys have explaining to do, Lucy? What about
isn't there a Harold?
Yeah.
He's the big one.
Oh, he's the bully.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Grandpa.
Oh, Grandpa Joe. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I remember liking his room.
He had the coolest room of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
That moon roof.
didn't Doug have a cool room? I think of a different show. Pee-wee had a great house. but
That's not a Nickelodeon.
I know.
show.
I'm just thinking of Awesome. Ernest had a great house.
Yeah. Yeah. No, but Hey Arnold, his room was cool. So, but didn't he always wear a kilt?
You know, it was.
I thought it was like a
suspect.
jean jacket that was tied.
Oh, you know what? I think it was a flannel.
Yeah, that he tied around his...
Yeah, because it was like in the grunge era.
Yeah. Was it? Was it early 90s?
Well, I mean, it was in the 90s. So if it's in the 90s, it was after the grunge era.
Let me see. Oh, yeah, he did. He wore a red flannel tied around his waist. Mm-hmm. Yep.
But so besides,
It wasn't tied around his waist. It was he had a sweater over his flannel that stuck out the bottom.
Okay. So besides them being like neighborhood kids and solving problems for their squad, is there anything else that stood out to you about that show?
It's been so long since I watched it. I will say I found out probably a couple years ago that it was on Netflix for a short period of time, and I was like, oh, Heron's on Netflix. I got to go back and watch one, and I couldn't even get through the episode.
Yeah.
It was the one where you might remember this, where I forget who. I think it was like Helga had some like play she was putting on. They all had to dress up in like those costumes, like the banana, the apple. Those like fruit costumes, and then like Arnold and Gerald like missed somehow like didn't get a ride there, and then they took like a city bus and ended up in this like sketchy part of. Do you remember that?
Vaguely.
yeah.
Yeah. It just doesn't hold up. To me.
I did enjoy Hey Arnold when it first came out. It's not the best,
No, for sure not the best.
but
I mean,
Thank you for humoring me.
do you remember when this was the first thing that I ever saw of Hey Arnold? I went to see a Nickelodeon movie, and I'm trying to remember what movie it was in theaters, and they played
Probably Good Burger.
no, it was with a girl. It was with a girl.
Clarissa explains it all.
No. Oh shoot! Now it's going to drive me crazy. But before the
iCarly.
movie started, before the movie started, they played the first episode of Hey Arnold before the movie, and that was when.
Secret Life of Alec Mack.
Yes, I actually think it might have been it.
Amazing.
I think it might have been it.
Man, I know my 90s.
With the angels? Not the angels. Aliens. With the aliens?
I think.
Yeah. I think that was it.
Man, I'm impressive.
That is pretty
Keep
impressive.
going. What about it? Say what you were explaining.
I'm just saying that was the first exposure
okay.
of it. And that was really great marketing by Nickelodeon. Because then it's like, I was like, oh my goodness, I want to watch that show.
Oh yeah.
What's your favorite show?
So this was tough. It came down to a few shows for me. And one show, I was between two really. And I almost picked Ah Real Monsters.
Ah!
Yep.
Yep, that's right.
But I didn't. Ah Real Monsters was hilarious. But I think
And that was before Monsters, Inc. Monsters, Inc. copied Our Real Monsters, I believe.
do you know that for sure?
I know for sure that it was before Monsters, Inc. And I assume with 100% certainty that they copied.
Yeah, but Ah Real Monsters didn't invent monsters.
But they invented them scaring people,
and
that kind
the
of stuff.
screams and stuff like that.
Yeah, and a kid's thing of monsters with
Yeah.
the dude who held his eyes.
That guy was cool. And his
Yeah.
armpits.
What was his name?
I don't remember.
Shane doesn't know anything.
Wow.
He doesn't know the show he watched.
I'm really
He doesn't
questioning
know-
his credibility
how much
right now.
Nickelodeon did he
for
watch?
liking Our Real Monsters.
Jeez.
Hold on. Because I didn't remember the one obscure Nickelodeon movie that I saw when I was 10.
that I remembered. You
No,
like
no, no. You were just, you did not remember. You were just listening.
It wasn't even my memory, and I remembered it. It was your memory.
You had to have been there. I didn't go without you.
I don't remember it. Go.
Okay.
Okay, it's not Iron Monster. What is it? Angry Beavers?
That was
It's a great show. It's a great show.
No, but I think that number one, and I think that it's definitely proven to be the best because it's being brought back, is Rugrats. Was the best Nickelodeon. When I think of Nickelodeon television, I think of Rugrats first and foremost.
Yeah.
You got Tommy, you got the twins, Philip, and
Phil and Lil. Are you
Lil.
kidding me? He doesn't know anything about Nickelodeon. Topper.
you got Chucky.
He
you
said
got
Philip.
Angelica.
No one ever called him Philip.
Phil and Lil, come on, man.
It rhymes with Phil.
You got Reptar.
What's wrong with you? Grandpa.
You got Grandpa.
Do you remember the baby? Do you remember Tommy's younger brother?
Yeah.
Dill.
All right, he
Well,
remembers that.
Dill,
All right.
yeah.
Dill Pickle.
Dill
Yeah,
Pickle.
yeah, I get it.
great.
And you got
What's
his
the dad?
with the purple hair.
What's his name? Stu.
Stu. And you got the mom with the red hair and the glasses.
That I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't remember her name. But that show was great.
It is great.
Why?
Because it was all about adventures. And it was all about young kids, babies, toddlers going on these adventures and making this world. They were just experiencing the backyard. But to them, it was like time traveling back to with dinosaurs or something like that. And there were so many adventures to be had. And it was just great. I loved it. I just really
Every
enjoyed it.
show, kid show, has adventures. You don't think, hey, Arnold had an adventure every episode? No, of course they met a pigeon guy. Remember that one? And that was a really sad one. At the end, the pigeon dude flew away. And it was the saddest episode of a kid show I've ever seen.
We already had the Hey Arnold time.
I'm just telling you, Hey Arnold's better than your lack of memory Nickelodeon show that you think of Rugrats. Rugrats is good. I liked Rugrats.
Do you remember the one Rugrats episode where Grandpa took them to the video store
Yup.
to rent a movie?
Yup.
And they got a Reptar movie, and he
Yup.
said, "Okay, you kids watch that one. This one's for Grandpa."
Yeah.
It was definitely a porno.
Yep. I remember that.
Had the 3 X's on the top.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my
Do you
gosh.
remember back then when we had like video stores? And the video store that we used to go to, Movie Time.
Yep.
That we went to as kids. Everybody that grew up in this era had this video store, but they always had that back room with the curtain that was just for adult stuff.
I don't remember that.
Oh yeah, they did. And I remember being a kid.
Yeah, actually.
And I would see people go back there. I'd be like, oh my gosh, they're the ones going back there. Like they were evil. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah, they all had them. Because that's what was really being renting. And they would bring them back, and then the late fees would go skyrocket. And they would make bank.
That's what was keeping them afloat.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, goodness.
I thought you were going to say Rocket Power, and I was going to destroy
Rocket
you.
Power was my third.
I was going to destroy you in Rocket Power.
Great show.
Woogie, 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 woogie.
It's a great show.
No, literally, Nickelodeon was like, oh, what's popular right now? Tony Hawk Pro Skater? So let's make Rocket Power.
Why would
Well, what's the problem with that?
Oh,
Did
Bam
you
Margera is
like
popular?
it?
Let's make Rocket Power.
Did you still enjoy it? Though?
I never watched it.
Oh, wait, well,
It was a little past my time.
Why can you blame them for wanting to?
Or
to
the Wild
take advantage?
Thornberries at the same time. Those two came out at the same time.
I
and
like
it was
Wild
like,
Thornberries,
It was fun.
but not as good as Rocket Power.
you know
Rocket
what's
Power was great.
But you know what's better than all those you said? I thought about Ren and Stimpy.
That was really good.
I love happy, happy, joy, joy,
But we
happy,
weren't-
happy,
we weren't
joy,
allowed to
joy,
watch
happy,
Ren and
which
Stimpy.
made it better. But mine is on the same lines of Ren and Stimpy.
This better be good because he gave us an awful lot of crap for hours.
Yeah.
Rocco's Modern Life. Rocco's Modern Life. Rocco's Modern Life.
Rocco's
Now
great.
here's the thing: I enjoyed all of these shows, and Rocco's Modern Life was a very good show.
Rocco, Heifer,
Okay, who else can you know?
the turtle. Oh, Big Head.
That was his name, Big Head.
Think so.
The turtle's name was Big Head.
There was a guy named Big Head.
It sounds like you
Ed
just
Big Head.
made it up, but
Ed Big Head.
All right.
Ed, are you
I'm looking
up?
at it.
You're looking. No,
he has
Silver
IMDb
Turtle?
up right
no
now.
one. See, he's able to. Yeah, if we had
Oh,
IMDb
nice.
up,
Because I'm a professional podcaster.
We didn't know that we were going to be.
I'm doing research.
No, you were just making fun of us for not knowing the.
I told you names, and I was looking at. Oh, let me double check what it is.
No, you did not. No, you did not.
Yeah.
Tom, did you hear him say that?
I don't want to get involved.
I said Big Head. You went, who is that? I was like, let me check. I was like, yeah, it's Big Head. He was a turtle.
You were getting on me for not being able to remember all the Rugrats character names off the top of my head. You got 2 Rocco's Modern Life characters.
I got 4. Number 1. Number 2, when I said
you got Rocco and Hepper
and Big Head and the turtle one, Filbert Turtle.
No, you looked up Filbert Turtle. I could go. Oh, the twins. The
You didn't. I had to tell you the twins. I didn't have IMDb up for you.
I had Philip.
You had Philip. No one called him that. Jeez Louise. And it was not mine. Here's why I like Rocco's Modern Life. It was very adult. It was. They talked about adult problems. Like they talked about like they had stuff on like capitalism. Wow. And they did stuff on.
Did you know that when you were watching?
No, it went over my head then. But now being older, because I've watched. Because here's the best thing about having kids: you show them their shows. Capitalism.
That's the best thing about having kids.
That's the only good thing about it.
Best.
We're watching Batman animated series right now. Our kids. Capitalism is one. He loses his job in another one. Depression, like all these like things. Like, geez, this is like some heavy stuff. And it was back then when like they could kind of get away with stuff. And I even watched a video today on it because I knew we were doing this. And they said that they would have people come and just improv, and then they would do it. And Nickelodeon just let them do whatever they wanted. And because of it, it made like this crazy show. So that's why Rocco's Modern Life. It was a revolutionary thing. Oh wow, babies getting in adventures, awesome. Oh, wow, a neighborhood, a bunch of kids. No, this is a whole new thing that you had never seen before on TV. Hence why it's the best.
Wow.
So let's know.
Here's the thing. When I think of Nickelodeon, because we were talking about the best Nickelodeon shows, the first thing that my mind always jumps to is Rugrats. I think that
Understood.
It was the most popular. I think that it was a show that everybody
Popular
watched.
doesn't mean
Not
best.
Everybody,
Nickelback is popular. Are they the best band?
Not everybody.
You should know you had a Nickelback album.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I did have.
Is
that.
this
And it was
how
legit.
you remind me?
These 5 words in my head scream, "Are we having fun yet?" But no, I think that Rugrats was just top of the list, and I would go Hey Arnold up there as well, ahead of Rocky.
Any closing arguments?
I would like an honorable mention.
Okay.
Sure.
All that.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a great show.
All that. This is all that. This is all that.
And you know what is amazing about all that
What's that?
is that Kenan Thompson
Is still
killing
doing
it.
his thing.
still.
He's got his own show now.
I know.
know.
I hope it succeeds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not watching it.
Yeah, I know.
But I hope
No.
it succeeds.
That's what I was thinking.
All right, what would they say at Good Burger?
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order?
Shane wouldn't have remembered.
I did know that one.
No, you wouldn't have remembered.
Orange soda.
Yeah, I do.
It was like a kid's version of SNL.
It's exactly what it was. It was great.
It's great.
It's great. That's
Yeah.
really good stuff.
I think that I think it was really well done.
And some very good actors and actresses as kids that have turned out to be really good still.
Yeah, Man of Binds.
Me-
She's on a great track.
All right. Well, let us know some of your favorite Nickelodeon shows. Maybe you're younger than us, and things like iCarly or Jimmy Neutron or whatever is your jams or whatever for whatever reason. Maybe it's Doug. We didn't say, or
Doug was
The
great.
Adventures of Pete and Pete. We didn't bring that one.
Uh-huh.
That was a very short-lived
Maybe
show.
it was Figure It Out.
What is that?
I don't know if I
It's like
know
a
that.
game show. They had celebrities come on, and they had to figure out what your talent was.
Oh, maybe Family Double Dare.
Family Double Dare.
Oh, I would have died
I know.
to get slimed on Family Double Dare.
Maybe Wild and Crazy Kids.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? Thanks for checking out this clip of Not Your Mama's Christian Podcast. You know the drill. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. You can find the whole episode anywhere you get your podcast. You can also follow us on social medias, or you can do none of it. What do we care?